The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs
the most civilized caveman I have ever seen.
Look who's come out of his cave.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is James from Cave Dweller Music. I'm joined by my co-host Brendan, and today we have a guest for you who goes by the name Hooligan, formerly known as Vargal, but you can call him James. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming on. For anyone who doesn't know your work, you're behind the project Depressive, as it kind of implies by the title, Depressive, Suicidal, Black Metal. Do you want to just maybe tell people a little bit about yourself and sort of the project and what it's about?
Yeah, man. So yeah, as you guys know, I'm James. I'm responsible for a lot of people know me as Vargal. I do horror and mainly depressive. I've been making music roughly since 2017, seriously, at least. Like, I was terrible back then, but we all get better at what we but I'm really inspired by the sadness of just being, and a lot of shit that I've gone through growing up has been really difficult to process. So making music honestly has just given me that opportunity to express these things that I haven't been able to for so long, because it's an uncomfortable thing to talk about. Especially two people, being able to be in my isolation and do that and upload it, that works. Music is everything, man. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
That's awesome. I mean, like, I know a lot of people that say that music is like a way to express things, it's a way to process things, it's a way to replace substance abuse. Like, a lot of people throw themselves into music after getting clean. It's super therapeutic. Yeah, it's just there's nothing else like it, really.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like, Brendan and I, we aren't in any bands. Our contribution to the scene is doing this type of thing, being artists and reviewing stuff. But I don't know if I would have, I mean, like, my life wouldn't be the same without music in it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
most definitely, man, 100%. I don't necessarily make music for people, but knowing that I reach people and getting messages from people that are, saying thank you for music and shit. And I know that sounds emo as fuck, but it's incredible, because when you start, you never think that would happen. It seems so possible. And I had a song fucking uploaded for like 2 years that had no views, and then fucking 1 year it just hit 11K. Fucking that was Vargal, Nostalgic.
Awesome.
And that was just surreal, it's like, why the algorithm fucking blessed me, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have done something right to please the algorithm. It's it makes no sense sometimes. Like, I'll upload something on YouTube. I was like, man, that's going to get like a ton of views. That'll be super popular, like 54 views. And then I put up some like super obscure dungeon synth from Argentina or something, and it's like 5,000 views. I'm like, okay.
It's really awesome. I love seeing really obscure music get attention that it so deserves, man.
Yeah, I think everything should be listened to once, at least, and then if it's good, listen to it more.
Almost everything.
There's a
I said that. Almost everything.
There's some things I know. There's some things I know. It's like, I'm not giving that a chance. I'm fully aware that's bad. Like, I know I should give the new Metallica album a chance, but I just don't want to. Like, I saw the album cover. I'm like, nah.
Dude, I felt the same way. I checked out it was like, I can't remember, like Hardwired to Self-Destruct or something, or fucking whatever. I checked that out years ago when it came out, and I just hated it. I was like, dude, I was so disappointed, man. But I love like
radio metal.
Yeah, they're done. Like, they should just be done. Like, it's a point that some bands reach where it's okay to stop making music. Like you've done enough. Like you can stop.
Yeah.
You can just keep playing the hits. Some bands like Johnny James Dio kept it like solid all the way through. Like, but like Metallica should probably have stopped a little while back.
It gets to a point when it's so industrialized and there's so many like corporate figures playing a role in the music that it
Right.
just it completely distance and I listen to my
soul.
music for like reason and meaning. Like even if it's something corny like Mortician, you
Right.
know, the guy that's making it is enjoying himself. I would hope, you know.
It
But
seems like MDF, Maryland Death Fest.
Yeah.
Last, I think they were the first band we saw. I think, right? They started the festival. And, they seem to be having fun.
that's sick.
He's a character.
Yeah, we saw. We watched him get kicked out of that cafe. That little,
Ram's Head. It wasn't Ram's Head. It was
no soundstage.
I think it was Soundstage.
I think it was the soundstage.
He got
That's
thrown
where we
out.
watched. Oh my god!
Gravesend.
Yeah. Yes.
The grindcore.
Yeah.
Before we start recording, so I think it's great to talk about this. Leviathan, you said, was who got you into black metal. How did you come across that of all bands to start your journey in black metal?
So it all comes back to my friend Zach, man. Shit, I was like 15 and I met this guy Tomosco, and then I met Zach. He introduced me to Zach, and then I was introduced to my old friend Austin, who's passed now. But those guys really like, you know, they took me in, dude. I was kind of finding what I was into. I was still listening to mainly like Slayer, and I was listening to some deathcore and stuff, you know, just finding stuff. And then they started showing me all these wicked bands like Monolord and fucking, dude, all this shit, you know.
Nice.
And from there, I just fell in love with it, you know.
That's awesome.
But Leviathan, you know, when I found Leviathan, and it was probably it was the most. My favorite song was "I Miss Watching Her Die," and just the emotion that I was listening to that song was really powerful at the time. I don't know if I was going through something, but it really it kicked off this want to not just listen to shit, but fucking make it and make the sounds that I want to hear, you know. I don't know jack shit about fucking music theory. I fucking play guitar when I started. I just picked one up that I had. It was an old fucking Squire, and I just started recording. And now we're here. I mean, it was kind of janky. I got like a blue snowball. That's what all the music is recorded on my PC. I got
That's
like
awesome.
a fucking, what's it called? It's like a Spider amp, one of those fucking emulated amps.
Oh yeah. You're an emulated amp?
Yes, I do. It's not a tube amp. I want to get a tube amp at some point. But dude, I don't know shit about instruments or anything. I just I got what I have, you know. And it's changed over the years, but
like I couldn't even tell. So yeah, doing a great job.
I appreciate it. It took a while to like, at least with my setup, like understand how to not make it sound like dog shit, but also not be like super quiet and just poor production. Like Audacity is what I use to record everything on and
Nice.
mix and do all that. It's all DIY, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have Audacity. Audacity is awesome. Great product.
Dude, I love Audacity, man.
It's like super simple to self-teach, like just to pick up as you kind of play with it.
I had an old version of it to death, and this new version, I don't know what fucking. I refuse even more because I'm like, dude, as it goes. But I have like this fucking VST, like it's like this fucking, I don't know, it's like a mixer thing that I downloaded. I put it in there, and I used to be able to go and like play the track as I'm messing with the settings, but with this new update, like it doesn't, only like preview like fucking 15 seconds of it, and you can't go and like press play. You have to close it, and you have
Really?
to like change. Yeah, you have to do a change. I don't know if it's just with that VST, like it might be out of date. I don't even know if that's what it's called. It's a little plugin, but
Yeah.
it
I
might
haven't
be my fault, but I fucking hate it, dude. I'm like, oh fuck.
I haven't used it in a while, so I haven't got any of those updates. So I haven't seen that, but that sucks. That's
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'll update it, dude. The new version looks clean, and it
looks
just
can be deceiving.
yeah, third.
Yeah, I mean, it surprised me when you said Leviathan because like most people start black metal with something like, I mean, it depends who gets you into it. You could start
Oh
with
no,
something like symphonic stuff. So some people like Dimmu Borgir. Like that was me in high school. My friend showed me Dimmu Borgir. That was the first black metal I heard. Like I progressed from that, but like that was and then a lot of people are Mayhem, like you mentioned, or like Gorgoroth.
I think mine was
Dark
Emperor.
Throne. Nice Emperor's
oh,
great.
nice.
They're actually playing a couple shows here.
I used to have an Emperor flag. It was a fuck. I remember, dude. There's this kid a couple of years back. He traded 2 Dark Funeral flags and fucking something else, but he just sent me some shit. Can't remember what it's for, but that got me into a Dark Funeral because he was like, I got these 2 flags, I'm gonna send them to you. So I listened to him and I was like, yo, this is actually pretty dope.
Nice, that's awesome.
It was just one of those bands that you see them all the time, but you're just like, I'm not gonna
exactly. They're just like always around. I actually got to interview the lead singer of Dark Funeral like last month or the month before. Just it wasn't on the. I know. It was kind of crazy. Like it wasn't on the podcast. It was just the email one, but still, I was like, because I reviewed his album from his other project, Gra. Do you know Gra?
Guar.
GRA. Gra.
Oh no, I do not know.
So the new vocalist has been doing Gra for longer than he's been in Dark Funeral. So if you like them, check his project out. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
And he thanked me. I was like, holy shit! Like the lead singer of Dark Funeral. I was like, I'm just gonna put it out there. I was like, do you want to do an interview? He was like, sure. I was like, no way.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things because like we talk about this on the podcast pretty often, but when you think of like to you as like a metalhead, they seem like really big bands. You know what I mean? Like they're celebrities. And you're like, it's like, oh man, like that's such a big band. But like when you look at it compared to other genres, they're not. But to us, it's like starstruck type thing. But if you ask like some random person, like any random person on the street, have no idea who Dark Funeral is.
It's real. Yeah, man, dude, I have and shout out to my boys in Cthulhu, man. Though they make like OSDM, fucking
Nice.
brutal bluegrass. Dude,
Brutal
they're the
bluegrass.
homies, man. Cthulhu, dude. But they recently, dude, they played with like Rotting Christ.
Nice.
They played with Ingested. And they used to just do like local shows, but now almost all of their shows is in Phoenix, Arizona, man. And I'm so proud of them, dude. They're fucking killing it.
Hell yeah.
And going back to like, like to us, like playing with those bands is fucking insane, dude.
Yeah,
it's
like massive.
Massive. It really is, but in comparison to something like fucking Taylor Swift, yeah, most definitely.
Exactly.
Like,
it's all it's relative. Like depending what scene you're in and like what you listen to, like who's big and who isn't type thing.
Shit. Make a slam metal band, call it Taylor Swift.
Get sued.
That will be the album cover or the title.
I'm involved in a collaborative grindcore project called Haas.
Nice.
And we've invented Haas grind, and it's like the most dog shit grindcore project you could ever listen to. And I think that's really the point of Haas. The link is right here, haas.bandcamp.com for anyone who's interested.
I am interested.
It's really terrible. It's all for comedic purposes. And back in the day, every song title was created in the most of drunkers.
When you say Hoss, you mean like truck driver type Hoss stuff, like
Yeah,
like
like a big man described as like a horse, you know, like
the brother type Hoss.
Yeah, brother.
Exactly.
Brother.
So grindcore as well as black metal then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like too big into it. Like Warsaw is pretty cool. I don't really know what they are, but you know, there's a few that I like. I don't know what is human jerky. What the old cattle decap? What would you call that?
That's
like,
grind. That's grind for sure. The early cattle decap definitely grind.
I dig that. You know, it's my friend Mason. He was fucking grindcore, dude. All day. That was his shit. But I never really delved into it. I think for a while I kind of resented it, and you know, shout out to you, Mason. But Mason was in a little bit, you know, a small period of time, and he's rectified. So I was like, fuck Mason, fuck grindcore. But I love you, Mason.
So, as far as like the black metal side of thing goes, your stuff's definitely more on like the depressive side of things. But it has been like, because I've been listening to some of this stuff in the beginning, it's kind of shifted and opened up a little more, some more influences from other areas of black metal. Is that intentional, or is it just as you play more, you kind of pick for?
I wouldn't say it's intentional, but at the same time, you know, I'm definitely influenced by it. I mean, I guess it would be intentional, but I've just, you know, I started with cookie cutter black metal with Goat Roar, that old terrible, you know, like it opened me up to a lot of stuff because I was still learning.
Right.
And I think what I'm making right is it's what I want to make, you know.
That's awesome.
And I've become more comfortable with doing like clean vocals in songs, like on and you know, over the years I've really fucking, you know, I have more than a few songs but the avant-garde and depressive and post influences, even death metal, sometimes there's some death influence. Like it is what it is, you know. I don't like being restricted to like say this is just like black metal or this is just whatever or DSBM, you know. It's more than that, you know.
Sure.
It sounds fucking beautiful, man. Like I'm not saying my music, but Exulansis, dude. Like what the fuck is that band, dude? They're crazy. The shit they make is insane. It's beautiful. Left Alone, you know, the sadness, dude. That shit's insane, and it's really not just one fucking genre, you know. It's
right, and the same with like Life Lover. Like Life Lover was kind of like one of the bands that made like DSBM iconic, but like they're definitely not just that genre. They have stuff from all over the place. That's what makes them so interesting.
You know, speaking of Life Lover, man, I don't know if you've heard of Van Helga, dude. They're like Life Lover's fucking little post love child, dude. I love that band, man. Van Helga. Yeah, very good. Any song, really.
You see, I don't know if I know I need to do a deep dive into this because I actually don't think I've listened to it. Is that what they did after Life Lover?
No, but it's I think it's different people, but it's
okay. It's inspired by it.
I would say so. Maybe it's not, but it's so posty and sad, and it's like rock. It's fucking tight as fuck, man.
Awesome. I'm gonna check that out. I mean, that's what I loved about like that Life Lover stuff, like that whole sound. It's like It's that clean guitar. That's like I love the fact that they have the clean guitar with those raw vocals, and like the guitar is just like super depressive, but it's like crisp at the same time. Yeah, it's awesome. Love it.
The fucking the bittersweet sound, dude.
Exactly. Same with
It's-
like Psychonaut 4.
Dude, Psycho not
I love that band.
dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Yo, they're tight, man. That band makes me fucking cry. I can't.
Yeah, Leave the Room.
Fucking. Oh, what's that one fucking song? Oh fuck, dude. Damn.
Is it from the
No, have a nice trip. It's fucking like later in the album. Fucking what's the name of it?
Is it I'm trying to think. Is Parasite?
It is not Parasite.
Oh,
I have
is it
the record over there. Hold on, I'll grab the fucking CD, dude.
okay. Brendan, sorry if you're lost with this conversation. And I don't like your
It's all good. Check it out.
definitely check out Life Lover. They're like the band in this genre that everyone like talks about.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that first album of theirs was great, but for me, like it's which one? Dips me.
That is a good album.
Because it's Eyes of a Homeless Dog.
Lethargic Dialogue. That's the fucking song.
Yes.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Fuck. Dude, the first time I was laying in bed with my ex, I was watching him fucking like drink himself to death, pretty much. He was going downhill really fast, and it was really hard to live there, you know. And fucking dude, I would like walk out into the living room and see him like eyes open. He had gashes in his arm, and he's just fucking listen fucking song, Lethargic Dialogue, and
Yeah, that's tough, man. I'm
intense
sorry
song.
that you
The intro is
sorry
intense.
you had to go
Yeah.
through that.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
That yeah, it's a fucking crazy song. Too Late to Call an Ambulance is a really good, like the less sad songs, I'd say. I think Have a Nice Trip is brutal fucking album in terms of how real it is.
Definitely. I agree. What about have you listened to Total Self-Hatred?
Total Self-Hatred? Have
Mhm.
not.
Yeah, check that out. That's really good. It's like it's a pretty different style, but it's really good.
Okay.
Their self-titled album is like the band name. The band name and the title is like there's no spaces. It's all just one Self-Hatred.
We all look them up. Hell yeah. Total Self-Hatred.
I mean, they're on Osmos Productions, and like basically, it's like yeah, it's probably worth listening to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check them out, dude. Sweet.
Brendan, did you have some questions? I know you had some stuff you wanted to ask about Arizona.
Geez. I was gonna say what we got. Well, have you played any live shows or have you? Or
No. No. I don't play live. Going to shows, you know, I'm not like
Yeah.
those fucking no mosh, no chord, no fucking
Yeah.
it's just, you know, like to me would probably like have to do it like super stoned, and then because I was super stoned it probably wouldn't go too well, and at the same time it's just my other option, like finding other people to learn the music or fucking using like triggers or speakers or whatever. It's just not, it doesn't sound authentic. So
right.
I just like to release shit. I have CDs and shirts coming out through War Against Yourself. They're printing it.
Nice.
It's available on their Bandcamp. I'm gonna get like some CDs and some shirts. I'm gonna put them up on.
Nice. Who did you design all the art and stuff like that?
I sent him the source file and he did it.
Gotcha. Nice. Well, I was asking about like seeing if play live. Like, what's your favorite venue in your area?
Hard Luck Tattoo, and then they stopped doing shows. I used to go to a lot of local shows. Fucking shout out to Ugly and Thraw. And then Club Red. I went to a couple of shows there, and the Yucca Tap Room in Phoenix. Club Red's closed down now. But my favorite, Iwata.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think they're corny, but that fucking show was sick. I saw fucking Forest. I saw Cloak and 1349. That was a really good show.
That's a sick lineup.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good night. And X fucking had it, and I somehow ended up with it. Dude, shout out to Zach for getting that. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Do you favorite brewery out there?
I'm not really into not into that stuff. When I used to like drink and stuff, that was before probation and getting arrested and all that. So I've been keeping it straight and fucking, smoking medical marijuana. And
There you go. What's your favorite strain?
dude, my favorite strain, it was called, I think it was like Sour Cherry Alien Chem Dog. It's really only my favorite because of the fucking name. This is way back. Friend Gabe had some. I was like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, dude, it's fucking like Sour Cherry Alien Chem Dog. I'm like, okay, all right, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, does it work? All right.
Yeah, for real. I'm not too picky with I like I used to be addicted to cocaine, so like feeling super hyper isn't my thing.
Yeah. And that medical marijuana helped you get through all that?
Dude, fuck yeah, man. It's a blessing, helps me sleep and helps me feel better. Whatever. And it honestly, it inspires a lot of music, dude. I've made most of the music smoking weed,
Nice.
Back in the day when I was younger and when I was doing goat rush stuff, like I would take a little hit out of my little pipe that I had in my desk with and I'd be like, yo.
Nice. All right. What instrument did you first learn to play? Like,
I want to say I started with a piano. I had for that, but I never really took them serious. And I got into black metal and stuff, and I started making like dark ambient, Screams of the Abyss, and then horror. Those were they got printed through records. And then from there, I learned how to play the guitar, and my drums are
yeah.
I have a drum kit, but dude, like it's the worst taking it out of the closet and setting it up and fucking, like doing that. The neighbors hated it. The sheriffs were showing up at my house. There's some I used a drummer, his name was he drummed for the album Lifeless and a couple other albums on Fargal. He drummed for the Misanthrope, like full length record for Depressive as well.
Is that you on the album cover of that one? Was that
is it the one with the fucking goth?
No, the dude in the camo pants with the balaclava, not balaclava, the what's it called? Bandana around his
Yes.
face.
Yes.
Okay. Is it you and the other album covers with the gauntlets as well, or is that someone else?
Yeah. Most of the albums with people on them, Lifeless, there's a chick. I would have to like go, like look if I wanted to say for sure, because there might be something back in the day or whatever. But it's all most of them are pictures of me.
Nice. I figured as much. I just wanted to confirm.
Hell yeah, dude, it's easier. It's easier fucking doing like a stupid cheap photo shoot that you
Yeah,
don't have to pay for, or
but
or painting something.
it comes out like super black metal still. I mean, like especially that one album cover
Right.
you have, Withering Like Dying Rose, super black
Oh
metal.
yeah, oh,
Like
yeah.
the black
Yeah.
background and yeah, the cross and the inverted cross. That's perfect.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, the razor blades, dude, that's nihilistium right there.
It's very cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're talking about Arizona, are there any like? I mean, you mentioned a couple of your mates before, but like, is there anyone else that we should be looking at?
Um, so I mentioned them earlier. Uglies are really good. Like, how to describe it? I guess they would be like sludge. Um, maybe a little bit hardcore.
There you go, Brendan.
They're really cool.
I'm looking
Um,
it up right now.
This is just UGLY.
yeah. Really good. A lot of the dudes in Cthulhu, um, they were in the band Sludge of Disgust. I don't know if that band's still active or not, but a lot of them are playing in Cthulhu now.
Awesome. But there's a couple of bands with that name. I just gotta make sure I find the right one from Arizona.
Theirs has like tentacles coming out the bottom of it with the eye. I designed it for them.
Oh, sick. Okay, that's cool.
Show up though, but they've been. If you look up like Cthulhu, Rotting Christ, Mesa, Arizona, I think
Oh, I
they'll
can find
show
them
up.
that. Yeah, there's so Cthulhu. That's the tough thing.
Huh. I'm already following him.
It starts with a K.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes. Found them. There you go. I was spelling it the right way. Oh, that's sick. I like the. Wait, I think I might have heard this album. No, I didn't. No. Oh, they had one that just came out in March.
Dude, I love those guys, dude. I miss going to their shows, dude. I haven't been to one of their shows recently. I gotta fucking get out there. I'm trying to go out to their, I think it's their EP release show.
We should
On the
we should get them on the
21st.
show.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll talk to them, dude. I'll send them your way.
Yeah. I'd love to check them out and get them on the show. We'd love to cover some more Arizona bands. I mean, we really don't get many guests from Arizona.
Nah, not that. I can't recall. Well,
Any. I don't think
no, we have like New Mexico.
a lot of New Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah.
New Mexico, yeah.
There's a lot of good bands in Albuquerque.
We had a couple Canadians.
Yeah.
Is a good band out of Phoenix. I think Phoenix.
Suicide Forest is from Arizona?
Probably multiple Suicide Forests. I don't know.
True.
But there is one out of Phoenix.
Okay, cool. I'll check that out too. I'm writing down all of these. Sweet. Hey, so what I have had in my entire life was in Arizona. And it was at a place, name of the town. It's like just south of the south rim of the Grand Canyon. It's not Prescott.
I'm in Prescott, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I have to give this place a shout out while we're talking about Arizona. It was just too good, man. It was this country fried steak, but it was like completely covered in green chili.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
it
that
was
sounds good.
Flagstaff. It's in Flagstaff.
Oh, Flag.
Have,
Yeah, I'm
have
not
you
too
ever...
far from Flag.
Okay, cool. I think Flagstaff. That's the one. Flagstaff is just south of the Grand Canyon, right? If you just keep going down south, you get Flagstaff, right?
Probably. I'm not the best directions. I've been to the Grand Canyon like once when I was fucking probably 1 or 2, and from
Okay.
there I've been back.
Oh, actually, I know how to find it because we went to this thing there called Arizona. That's in the same town.
Arizona, dude. I had a coworker that used to work at Arizona.
Like a drive-through safari, but with all American animals.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
They have grizzly bears and stuff there, which is pretty sweet. Not many places
big.
have grizzlies. Okay, it wasn't. It was actually a town called Williams. I had it wrong. It was in a town called Williams, and
Oh yeah, Williams, dude. Yep. From the way I go to Flagstaff, usually I got to go past Williams or through Williams to get to Flagstaff.
okay,
I've camped out there in Williams a couple of times.
that's a cool place. I like Williams a lot.
And they got a lot of fucking pizza joints, man. All that, dude. It's all so good.
They do have a lot of pizza, like an abnormal amount of pizza.
Yeah, abnormal.
I think it
So-
was called a Cafe. I want to say that was the place that I had that meal at, and it was if you get a chance, do it. It's so good.
Yeah,
I'll try.
I
I remember. Oh man,
I still think about it.
Sweet. I'll have to take the girlfriend up there.
I know we didn't. We spent the night in the Grand Canyon, but I don't remember. We were camping, so we ate our own food. But the Grand Canyon was amazing.
Grand Canyon's cool. We
Yeah,
stayed
it looks cool on video. I don't remember anything about it, but it does look cool.
It's massive. It's like literally the definition of awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. It's like mine.
And it's just insane. It's absolutely insane.
Like it looks pictures, but they don't do it justice when you actually see it.
No justice at all. And funny story, we were higher, and we had a little bit, our like gas stove was like not enough to like boil any water or anything like that. It was just like a tiny bit, and we were gonna like put it away anyway. So we're like, before we start the fire, we poured it on, and then we like, all right, we should let it air out a little bit, this and that. Like, all right, cool. And we're like, we think we're good, and I like goes, and like burnt my freaking eyebrows. I had like crispy hair, so I had to like shave my head and like all this stuff. Oh, it's so bad, man.
Man.
My like the people next to us were like, "Oh my god, okay." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Man, that's awesome.
We stayed
So
at
fun.
this place near the Grand Canyon that's like this dude's got this like super eclectic collection of different like accommodations. So he rents them out like individually through Airbnb, but he's got like one of those like silver campers, those the super reflective silver ones that you see. I'm trying to think of the name of them. Anyway, he's got one of those
The teardrops.
caravans. Yeah, those things. And then he's got like a school bus that he decked out into a place to sleep, and then he built like a in-earth shelter and stuff. So like everyone, depending which one you stay in, is a completely different experience. And then he's got like a big bonfire and this massive wolf dog. And he just like hangs out and drinks, talks to people, and that's his like day to day. It's pretty sweet. But I like we showed up late because we got like a detour we were driving from New Mexico, and he like he just walks in and he's just staring at us. He has like no idea who we are, and like, hey, he's like, can I help you guys? And like, oh, we're James and like blah blah, Kira, like we're checking in from earlier. He's like, oh, I forgot you guys were coming. I thought you guys were like breaking into my property. And like we hadn't met the wolf dog yet, and we were like cooking some marshmallows, like and making s'mores and stuff. And this wolf dog comes like barreling out of this field, out of the bushes, full speed at me. And I didn't know it was a wolf dog. I literally looked like a wolf, and it scared like the absolute shit out of me.
Oh man.
Like
Dude,
when you're not
I would have probably shot my pants. Get the fucking dog, man. Like freaking out, bro.
yeah, but then it like ran up to me and like started licking me. I was like, oh, okay, that is a dog.
Dude, yeah, I mean, looks can definitely be deceiving. I had They weren't mine. They were my ex-girlfriends, but I used to live with like two rescued mastiffs. I don't know what kind of mastiffs they were, but they were. And to a lot of people, they were very skittish, and they were, they were rescues. They were abused by their previous owners, I was told. But they were just other and other people. They had a hard time trusting people.
Yeah.
They were wonderful dogs, man. You know.
Yeah, they get a bad rap. Like those bigger breeds like that sometimes get like a bad rap, but like those big dogs are like the chillest dogs of all of them. Like just little dogs that are so angry.
Dude, I
Yeah.
have a chihuahua, dude. I have a chihuahua named Belphegor, named after the band Belphegor. He's a little black chihuahua, and he likes to use his voice, dude. So like, if there's more than two people in the room, he's just fucking like, wow, like he fucking.
He's like, you guys are so massive. Watch out for me.
Yeah, he's like, dude, fucking give me all that fucking attention. He's a great dog, but dang, I wonder how he learned that.
I've always had Chihuahua. Like, my family has always had Chihuahuas, and like we have it now. And like I'm just so glad he's not a big dog, because if it's big personality, it would be a problem.
Yeah, most definitely. I had a dog that she was like a stunted Kelpie. Her name was Little, or Red, or Solo Cup. She had a lot of names, or Little Red Solo Cup. She was a great dog, man. But she thought she thought she was like a fucking little tiny fucking lap dog, man. She was always up in my face, and she was a good dog. Good dog. Kelpies are great.
They are great dogs, yeah. Really good dogs. Really smart.
Mm.
She was very, very smart.
Also super high energy though.
Oh yeah, very high energy. But very, very loyal, man. The most loyal dog I ever had,
Yeah, we have a corgi, and they're also a herding dog, so it's like super high energy and also super loyal, but like stressed about things. Like I don't know about your Kelpie, but our corgi gets like stressed about stuff because they're super intelligent.
Yeah, I think she would, like, she got very protective over my backpack when I was homeless with her for some time. And she was fucking like biting at people and stuff. Like, I would be busking in downtown Prescott, and like old ladies would be like, "Oh, you have such a cute dog," and try and fucking pet her, and because the backpack's right there, she's fucking biting at him. I was like, "You can't be doing this, man." And she's the sweetest dog, but because I think, because I was kind of feeling like I was in survival mode.
Right.
Maybe I was like, she picked up that, and
Definitely. Yeah, dogs pick up on that stuff. They really read your energy and your mood.
But my chihuahua, dude, he doesn't read anything. He's like, give me fucking love. Like, if I'm trying to I think I coddled him way too much, bro. He was like, I had him since he was a little dog, puppy. He's like about 2.5 now. But he, I'd have him up on my shoulder and fucking like, until he got a little heavy, and then I was like, all that. But ever since then, like, he's been all attention, like hyper, and I love it, because I'm honestly like a very hyper person, so it just suits me very well. I love that thing to death.
Yeah, totally get it. Our Chihuahua is like half terrier, so it's like a mix of that Chihuahua energy and the terrier energy, and he just like he's like 13, the vet says, because we rescued him, so we don't know how old he is. He's like 13, but he like annoys our corgi, who's only 2, with how much energy he has. Like, he just doesn't stop ever. And sometimes even when you need to calm down, like, you're old. Why won't you ever chill? But like most of the time I'm like fun and funny, but sometimes you're like, you really need to calm down. I'm just trying to like chill.
Right.
Brendan, I noticed we're coming up on time. Do you have any more questions?
We're good.
Hell yeah,
I-
man. Thanks for having me on, guys. I really
Of course.
appreciate it.
I've just got like one is a really quick one, bit of a tricky one, and one is a super simple one.
All right.
Is do you have your chili red, green, or Christmas?
Red.
Okay, I'm a Christmas man myself.
Okay.
Brendan,
Christmas.
yeah,
Talking about peppers?
peppers and chili.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Red and green.
Yeah, I always go red, green. I mean, you can't really go wrong. It's all good. But
I would do regulars and spices, you know?
yeah, I like the mix as well. Like when I make like stuff at home, I have like two different greens, but I have one that's spicy green and one that's regular green. I put them both on every.
Bro, I like I just pour a bunch of like Valentino or Louisiana hot sauce in my chili. I do
Nice.
I do the quick and easy route.
I mean, it adds the flavor still
Hell yeah.
and the heat.
Louisiana hot sauce is the shit, man. I lived there growing up for like 5 years.
Oh, nice. So, do you like? Are you like into like Cajun food and stuff?
Oh, dude, yes. Crawdad, crawfish, dude.
Nice.
Man, dude, soul food is amazing.
It is hard. I love soul food and I love like Cajun stuff. Like I love gumbo, jambalaya, all that stuff. Is the best shit.
Oh yeah. I would say I like Mexican food a lot more though, dude. It's just I can't get enough of it, man.
I mean, I live in San Diego, so my place is like 20 minutes from Tijuana.
Oh, nice.
So and then like yeah, if you once you like go down there and have street tacos and stuff, it kind of ruins like everything else for you. It's just so
Oh,
Everything
dude, I
else.
would bet.
so good, dude. And it's like so cheap. You pay some guy like $3 and it's like that is the best taco I've ever had.
But for real, man. Dang.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really know what real Mexican food was until I moved to the US because like in Australia and New Zealand, what we think of as Mexican food isn't really Mexican food. It's like a white person on the other side of the world's interpretation of what Mexican food is. So yeah, I got to San Diego. I was like, holy shit, this is like amazing. There's so much good stuff that I didn't even know existed.
I still discover stuff, man. Shout out to my old coworker Alejandro Montero, dude. His mom would cook him stuff when we would work together, and he would let me have like half. So good, man. And it was just so much better than anything you could just go and buy.
Right.
know?
Yeah, that home cooked stuff it's always like that. It's always like the
Yeah.
most authentic.
Incredible.
Okay, so the second to last question is the question, but if you were a desert island with a solar powered Discman and you could only take 3 CDs to listen to until you got rescued, what would they be?
The first sub level of Suicide.
Leviathan.
Yes, by Leviathan.
Nice.
Nero Sathania. I hope I for and
Nice.
then dude, this last one has to be a good one, bro. When Mine Eyes Blacken, self-titled, full length.
Nice. A good choice.
Oh,
It's a lot of depressive music until you get rescued.
hell yeah, dude. Well, that's probably gonna be the vibe out there. So
I think so.
I'll be in a good headspace. I'll be like kicking back with it though. Like hell yeah, at least I got like some shit.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I'm the same. It's like whenever I'm in like a bad mood, that feel better. Which is like
Sweet.
a lot of people don't get it. It's like, why are you listening to like super depressive shit if you're feeling bad? Like, because that's what makes me feel better.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
my go
It helps you confront. You for me at least, it helps me just look it in the eyes. Like
It gets
whatever's
worse.
fucking killing me or bothering me, and it helps. It just helps with coping, man.
right. Like my number one, like I'm in a really awful mood, having the worst day ever type thing album is it's do you know Dystopia?
Dystopia. I've heard some dystopia. I think my girlfriend likes dystopia.
They're like crust punk sludge from the 90s. They came back again in like the 2000s. They did one album and then broke up again. But their compilation album, and it's the EP, the same title, Human Equal Garbage. That is my like go-to when I'm in a shit mood. Yeah, if you haven't heard that album, you should check it out. It's like unbelievably raw.
Hell yeah, dude.
The intro track, Stress Bill's character, like the intro alone, it's like, god damn. It's just him, like how much he hates like having to have a job and work for money and like basically being alive. It's raw as fuck, and it's good shit.
Sweet, man.
No, it was really good.
Last question, and this is a super simple one. If people want to follow you on social media or listen to your music or buy your merch or any of that stuff,
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All of my ats are Depressive Archive. And
Awesome.
Bandcamp, doing horror, horror, TRV, horror at Bandcamp, Depressive Frequency, Bandcamp. And I'm It's Yourself Records. I just had some CDs and shirts put out on there. And I can be found on their Bandcamp as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I know you have a new album coming out, so people should keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
No release date yet, but yeah, everyone keep your eyes peeled. There will be new music coming. And yeah, I mean, you put out quite a bit of stuff, so we'd love to have you back on sometime to talk about some of the newer stuff when it comes out.
Okay, man. Hell yeah. Hey, I appreciate you guys, dude. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And for everyone listening at home, thanks for tuning in, and come back next week. We'll have another guest.